Welcome to the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast with host Jacqueline Burke. On today's special feature, we are interviewing Three Moons, Three Souls spiritual spa boutique vendor Christina from the Intuitive Creator. We know you will really enjoy this interview.
Good afternoon, Christina. Welcome to our podcast. How are you today?
Good afternoon. I'm doing fabulous and so happy to be here. Thank you.
Oh, good. So today we're going to talk about vendors who join boutiques or stores or vendor stores. But first, I'd like you to introduce both your businesses that you have.
All right. Well, I started with Reiki. So now I'm a Reiki master teacher. So I see a lot of clients that way as well. I am a level 2 shamanic Reiki practitioner. So again, more clients that way. Just more using tools and stuff to aid in the Reiki sessions. Also, I am the Intuitive Creator and I create Reiki infused healing bracelets.
Oh, wonderful. So what is your Reiki business called?
Christina's Reiki Healing.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so people can find you at Christina's Reiki Healing and then also at the Intuitive Creator, correct?
Correct.
Right on. Okay, so what inspired you to start your businesses?
I guess the Reiki just kind of came naturally. It just, word of mouth, people just started to want to come. And I do markets, so I meet lots of people at markets that want to try Reiki out. So we'll do a little intro there and then they'll come to my house. So that's pretty much it for the Reiki. And then for my bracelets, I started out making them for my friends and myself. And and then it was like, what am I doing? I could be selling these. So I went to my first market and I came home. I went with 50 bracelets and I came home with 5.
Oh, nice.
That's I'm hooked.
I bet. When I think of your bracelets, I often think about going back to like elementary school where we would make all those little friendship bracelets.
Yes.
And it has a certain intention behind it. You can feel it, honestly. Your bracelets do come with some very nice vibes.
Thank you very much. Nice to hear that.
They do. So you do markets too. So what's one of the most memorable moments you've had, like between working at a market and working for or having your product in a store or a boutique?
Well, I kind of answered that one a little differently because it kind of summarized how everything kind of exploded for me.
Yeah.
My memorable moment, I would have to say, came about a year ago. It was when I finally realized that I was enough, that I was worthy, and I am love and light. And it significantly changed the positivity in my life by creating abundance. So what everybody has to remember is if you're sitting in the negative, nothing good will come.
Yeah.
If you're sitting in the positive and you're open to the love and the light that's there for you, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
There's no limit, right? No limit to the love and the light and compassion that you receive in so many ways in your life, not just money.
It's like that term, misery loves company. If you find yourself stuck right in the negative, you just got to remember that. Okay, so misery loves company. So I don't really like hanging out here so much.
Right?
Find the positive. Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. So do you do your Reiki sessions in a store or boutique at the moment, or have you in the past?
No, I have a house. I have a studio in my house that I do it out of. At some markets in the summertime, I'm not going to say no. So at the Wandering Souls market in the summer at Renfrew, we're outside in a 10 by 10 tent and we're doing Reiki. I sell my bracelets, but I also do Reiki in the back.
Oh, that's nice.
And we do 20-minute sessions just to give people a little feel of what could happen if they came in for a real session. Little chakra balancing, we call it. And it works really well for those people that have never experienced it but have heard so much about it.
Well, I'm going to jump to one question while we're on the topic of like when people can get a little taste of what Reiki's like. Um, so what is one thing you wish more people would understand about what you do with Reiki? Because I know a lot of people, some don't understand it, some do. Some fall right in the middle. But what is one thing you wish more people would understand?
First
Yeah,
is it's not hokey pokey.
yeah. Isn't that the truth? I completely agree with you.
Um, I guess you could say it's belief. People's inability to realize the power
Yeah,
that they themselves hold
yeah,
to change their lives,
yeah,
right? Um, and that Reiki can give you those tools for you to carry forward into your life. We
right.
don't have all your answers. That's not our job.
Yeah,
It Our job is to channel the Reiki energy into us, through us into them, so that they can experience what being full of love and light feels like. And
yeah,
trust me, it's like an addiction. Once you
yeah.
feel that feeling, you
Oh,
don't ever want to lose that feeling. So you're just always moving yourself forward to
yeah,
want to be that, in that light still, right?
yeah,
And that they have the ability to rectify some of the damage that has been done in the past lives.
yeah. Yeah, it just kind of opens it up to want to learn more. Uh,
Yeah.
learn more about like the past lives that could be healed in this life, and yeah, just a variety of things.
Yeah, and believe in the power of a crystal, because holy
Oh,
moly, do they do a good job.
oh, they do.
So you will come, if you come to my house for a session, you will be treated to an array of, okay, crystal abundance.
Yeah.
My house looks like a crystal store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's full of crystals. And I have to say, I've probably used every single one of them.
Oh, fantastic. I bet you they
Yeah.
leave your place just fully aware and more
Oh,
knowledgeable.
yeah, the energy in my home is palatable. You can feel it the second you walk through the door.
Oh, how nice. Very peaceful, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
So how do you balance your work and your personal life? So like whether you're doing markets or you're creating or you're doing sessions, and because you do sessions out of your home, how do you create a little balance so that you can leave your job and then come home? Or do you look at it like that's just my life?
That's just my life, girl.
Yeah.
That's just my life.
Um,
And you know what? If I didn't do it, I wouldn't be happy.
right.
So my schedule is my own. I can do whatever I want with it. So
Yeah.
I can place it so that it all works without draining my cup, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's very key. And my son has grown. He's 33 years old, and I have a
Okay.
grandson who's 7.
Oh, wow.
And their lives are their own now, right?
Yeah.
So I just get the little pieces.
Yeah.
So usually it works into my schedule.
Yeah, right on. Oh, that's good. Good, good. Um, so what piece of advice would you give someone just starting their own business? Now, whether it is out of their home or whether they're branching out into being in a store or perhaps starting markets. Just a
To
little,
trust and believe in yourself. There's a
yeah.
reason why you were put in front of this opportunity. So
Yeah.
just trust that it's for your highest good.
Yeah. Oh, that's important, right? Follow your heart and have
Yeah.
faith, you know.
Yeah.
That's important. It's very scary out there for a lot of, especially younger people that are just finishing school or coming out of university, and it's the world's changed, so it's a little bit of nervousness. So
Yes.
what would you suggest them to kind of feel better about themselves to move forward and to
We do more self-care,
yeah
because you're never going to get through life unless you take care of number one,
yeah
right? So the biggest thing I tell my clients is to put your hands on your heart
Yeah.
and close your eyes and have complete silence and listen to what's being said.
Yeah.
Because your higher self will speak to you and let you know what you need to fill your cup today. But
Yeah.
you have to take the time. You have to take the time in the morning or in the evening, whatever works best for you. And say your thanks of gratitude in the evenings for everything that came to you during the day. And yeah, it's just doing that simple action of placing your hands on your heart
Yeah.
while you're laying down with your eyes closed literally changes your perspective on everything.
Yeah. What words of wisdom? I've heard that a lot lately. Whether it was let your soul speak to you or listen to your intuition or, just what you said, place your hands over your heart and just listen. Um,
Yeah.
it's almost becoming like I don't really like the term a movement so much, but I like it as it can be part of your way of life.
Oh, for sure. Daily. Like, I mean, if you skip a day, it's not going to make a difference to
Right.
anybody but yourself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you have a goal that you want to achieve, then you should listen to yourself,
Yeah. Yeah. Just
right?
tap into.
Because your ego is not going to be the right answer, let me tell you. It's going to be your higher self that gives you the right answer.
Yeah.
So you always have to take that 5-second pause when somebody asks you a question.
Yeah.
Don't answer right away because that's your ego answering.
Yeah.
So let's wait until your higher self answers that question, and you'll get a completely different response
Yeah.
because it knows what is going to be for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
The
had a little
ego is the people
flashback.
pleaser.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You gave me a little bit of a flashback. I just saw my mom briefly say, "Think before you speak, Jacqueline," and instead of, you know, and
That is so
that is
true.
so true, you know.
Like that
It's
was one thing I learned in one of my um, retreats I think I went to was that, and that phrase like just stuck to me like glue.
yeah,
Just take a minute.
take that minute. That's so important.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so if you could start your business over, like say you just had the idea, what would you do differently? Would there be anything you would do differently, or are you
Absolutely nothing.
perfect?
Honestly, like it it is what it was supposed to be because I created it.
Yeah,
And I did it in my timeline, right? What as I healed, because we don't become healers without having to
yeah,
heal ourselves first. So you're only given so much that you can handle at a time. So
yeah,
that takes time. It doesn't just like poop, you're healed, you're good, see ya,
yeah.
right? So you got to go through all of that stuff yourself as well.
So what helped
So,
you on your journey with healing
mm,
to get to that? Like, I think a lot of people would be interested in hearing that because that's something they struggle with, you know.
yeah. So whenever I was doing something wrong or saying something wrong in my life, I could feel it deep down in my heart that I wasn't doing the right thing, and
Yeah,
it hurt me. Like
yeah,
I shouldn't be doing that. So that's just one little tidbit.
yeah,
So there is a reason for that, is because my higher self wasn't being taken care of, right? I was always in my ego.
okay,
So I was in a bad marriage and struggling to keep my soul intact
yeah,
because he was ripping it apart and stomping on the ground.
okay,
So between my myofascial release therapist
okay,
telling me what a good marriage is supposed to be like and not one that you're verbally abused with on a daily, and he forwarded me to a naturopath, and she did a past life healing with me
oh,
and
wow.
figured out all my internal issues. So all of those two steps into that was the very beginning of my spirituality.
Oh,
Those are the things that triggered it off. So then I left Medicine Hat
okay,
after I left my husband, And then I went to Airdrie and I met up with a bunch of beautiful women at the Spirit Within.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all still friends to this day, but Spirit Within is no longer there.
Yeah. Well, they
But
moved on to
all the
the
friendships
Drum.
and the womanhood and the sisterhood that I got there,
Yeah.
this safe place,
Yeah.
oh, it gave me peace is best way to describe it. And it also fed me on my Reiki journey because after I had one Reiki session, I'm like, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
that's
I'm doing.
neat.
And within a year, I was a Reiki master teacher.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I believe
Mhm.
they went on to Drumheller, so they're still in business.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, that's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about them, so that's great.
Yeah, it was a wonderful outlet for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You gotta surround yourself with excuse me, people who, you're drawn to or you feel a connection with. It's important.
Yeah, and I also, with my naturopath, I did a course of hers. It was called the Journey Through the Chakras.
Hmm.
So one chakra at a time,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it wasn't easy because I had some past, like this lifetime memories come up that I had blocked, that I always knew I was angry at this person, but I couldn't figure out why. I had, from the time I was 5 years old to 10, I had no memories, none,
Oh,
except
wow.
for of my parents.
Yeah.
And during that journey through the chakras, I was in my sacral chakra when that dam burst.
Yeah.
And I figured out why
Yeah.
I am who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because of what I went through, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So, it was a struggle at that time, I'm not gonna lie. That was really, really hard, and to keep putting one foot in front of another
Yeah.
when you feel like your whole world is shattered, just know that you have the strength to carry on
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as you're willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever thought of writing a book?
It's funny. I even have a notebook like
Oh,
this that
yeah.
I started, and I put my book on the front cover, and I never wrote a thing in it, but
Oh,
honestly, I feel like it's there. It's
yeah.
it's just waiting to come out there. I'm still working through a couple pieces right now that I think after I'm done with this part, I'm gonna be flowing a little more freely.
Oh,
So
good.
I feel that might be part of it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm so glad you're
Yeah.
continuing on your journey. That's important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Even when you heal others, you heal yourself,
Oh, yeah.
right? The
Absolutely.
Reiki's coming through, the messages are coming through. And it's funny because my dad has passed and he is with me always. And
Yep.
he now comes into the healings with me and tries he tries to and put humor into it. So
Mhm.
they are not so damn serious, he says. They're so damn serious.
Yeah.
And then I have my aunt Hilda was a healer in her time or in her lifetime. Very, very extraordinary powers. She was a midwife. She was the witch that put all the
Yeah.
concoctions together, like in little Outport, Newfoundland.
Oh, nice.
So whenever I have a particularly difficult problem to solve with a client, I call her in,
Oh, nice.
and she places her hands on mine, and we solve the problem
Yeah.
together.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
how neat.
so I'm not alone when I'm healing anymore. Um, and it's a beautiful gift to be able um to understand and to see their words and know their words, that it's not I'm going crazy and I'm
Yeah.
hearing things. It's literally them coming forward to help, and they have messages for the person on the table and they're clarifying, so
Yeah.
all this stuff is happening, and it's all bang on.
Yeah.
It's not woohoo, not
Yeah.
woohoo shit like my son calls it.
Oh, they'll learn one day.
Oh, he's learning now
Yeah.
because whenever he's sick now, he calls me to fix
Oh,
his sinuses for him. He's like, Mom, I'm getting sick again. I'm like,
oh,
okay. And before he would never touch my crystals or even look at them, hey? And
oh,
now he's picking them up and
oh.
looking and asking me what they're for. Yeah.
Well, that's
So they come around. It just
yeah,
takes them a while.
yeah, right on. Um, okay, so what has been the most rewarding part for you about being like a vendor at a market or a vendor in a store? Because at a store is a little different because you're not really hands-on with the person so much, the product.
Yeah.
Whereas at the market you are. So between the two, what's the most rewarding for you? So we'll start with the market, say.
Um, when I count my money at the end of the day.
Oh, oh my God.
I'm just kidding. That's it. That was my dad answering that
Okay,
one.
yeah.
It's actually my connections with my clients because my bracelets, you don't pick them, they pick you,
Right.
right? They're on a long 8-foot table and they're all spread apart.
Yeah.
And if you're walking from 10 feet away and you're coming to my table and you stop right in front of one of them and put your hand out and then put it back, I'm like, no, 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 you got to read the message because
Yeah.
there's a message on the back of every card. And
Yeah.
that is why that crystal picked you because you need it.
Yeah. That
And
must
to
be
see the light bulb go off in their heads, they're like,
yeah.
wow, that's incredible. So when you get that connection, it's amazing. And then they'll ask, what does Reiki infused mean?
Yeah.
And I'll say, well, I'm a Reiki master. And when I sit down to make my jewelry, I channel in the Reiki energy. I say a prayer over my artboard. And I set the intention to send in the Reiki energy as I'm making it. So it enhances or magnifies
Yeah.
what the healing properties are of the crystal I'm working with.
Yeah.
And you can feel that when you put it on.
Yeah, you
Like
can.
it's like waves coming off of it
It's like
almost, hey?
a frequency
Mhm.
is what
Yes,
that's
exactly.
how I can describe it.
Mm.
Yeah, you feel like the vibration, but it's like a frequency flowing,
Mhm.
you know?
So those are magical moments when people realize that, hey, that's just not made up, that stuff
Yeah.
is real.
Um, I do love the fact that to include that card because quite often when it's something new for somebody, they have a lot of questions, but it's all there for them to read and
And you walk home and by the time you're home, you forget the name of the crystal. Like
yeah,
it kind of defeats the purpose
well,
when it
yeah,
has an intention, right?
yeah,
So, um, with the cards on the back, you can use them as a daily intention too, right?
yeah,
To set your intention for what the stone is going to help you with, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
it can work both ways for sure. Yeah, it's a nice little keepsake. And at the markets, I include a little heart palm stone
Oh,
that they
nice.
get to choose.
Oh,
So
nice.
not only are they picking their bracelet, they're picking another crystal that is going to work for them,
Yeah. Oh, right
right?
on.
So
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's like a marriage. It all
Yeah.
goes hand in hand.
Oh, right on. Okay, so what about in a boutique or a store for your stuff? So,
Wow, imagine just walking into a store and seeing all your jewelry on
yeah.
display in the best part in the whole store.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you, I'm in Market Spot right now, downtown at the
Good.
core,
Yeah.
and I have the first corner of the jewelry table. So as soon as you walk into the middle section of the store, my bracelets jump at you.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Is that Market Spot? Now, is that a chain of
It
stores?
was. They had one at Market Mall as well, but that one is gone now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and now they're expanding into the market scene as well.
Oh, good. Oh,
Hmm.
fantastic. Oh,
Yeah. So lots of opportunities for me to do new markets
yeah.
this year.
Right on. So
Yeah.
you obviously love markets, and that seems to be a good energy boost for you. Like when you talk about it, I can hear it in your voice.
Oh, it's exciting. Like, oh, I do the Sea Space market every other Saturday in
Okay.
the summertime. And I have regular customers. It's amazing. Like I had one lady come in and buy 6 bracelets for
Oh my
gifts,
goodness.
and then she goes, and then the next week I was there, she's like, I bought everybody else a bracelet, but I didn't get one for myself.
Oh,
And then she bought 3 for herself, you know? And then, but I do have like regular clients that just keep coming back and having a look to see if I made something different, something's going to catch their eye. And then we sit around chatting. It's like my social activity.
yeah, right on. Okay, I have one last question for you actually.
Mm.
Um, so what are some of the biggest opportunities for vendors to collaborate with stores or with other vendors?
Well, when you're at a market and it's not very busy, you have tons of time to
Yeah,
speak with other vendors, and the relationships you build there are just so good because you might be struggling in one area and they got it going on,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or vice versa. And it'll just be that one little tweak that helps you,
yeah.
right? Or they'll say, I did that market last year, it wasn't very good, but go to this one, it's super awesome, right? So
Yeah,
we give each other feedback on all sorts of things. And then just the camaraderie of seeing the same people every single Sunday for
yeah,
the whole summer, you're like, oh, how was your vacation?
yeah. So it's like a little
It's all,
community.
yeah, it is. It's beautiful. And when you're in a store, you have that opportunity as well, but on a different level. So with the store, at first they did the display, and I just didn't feel like it was quite showing properly. So I went in and I kind of dabble in interior design
Yeah.
with my house and my friends. So that's kind of where I look at things through is through an artist lens. And then, so I came in and I changed everything, and the owner wasn't there,
Oh,
and she came back and she was
hi.
mad.
Oh, yeah.
That's my job. That's not your job. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like my bracelets weren't getting shown well. And I thought they stood out a lot better. Well, she calls me a week later and she goes, Christina, I take back everything I said, and you need to bring me more stock because your bracelets are all gone.
Oh, oh, that's fantastic.
And it's beautiful when you're in the store and you see people trying on your bracelets. You can walk over and tell them that you're the artist, and this is why this is, and oh yeah, and it's a guaranteed sale right then and there. So
Right on.
beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being with me today. It's been nice
Thanks for having
chatting.
me.
Yeah. And we're going to
Mm,
catch up soon, and perhaps we can have you back like after market season, and then we can chat then, and you can update us on some more. Does that sound
sure, that sounds good.
awesome? Well, thank you, Christina.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us at the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast.